Hello, internet friends. Oh, ow. It's me, Literal Cream. I've got a story time for you all today. Yes, I'm also sick. I haven't gotten sick since July, like 8 months. It's been a long time. You know, since I've gone vegan, I really don't get sick, and when I do, it's not so bad. Hashtag mukbang. So good. I love it. I'm actually not sick. I just snorted a bunch of ketamine Coachella the other day. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so I have I have a story time for you all today, and this happened to me pretty much exactly a year ago. And I thought I would share this because my incel video has now gotten like 5,000 views. So this is my real life incel encounter. Now, if I had just met somebody that happened to be involuntarily celibate, I would not have a story time for you. Because there's nothing wrong with being involuntarily celibate. What is wrong is if you're the type of person that posts on our incels and compares your life to that of the Jews in the 1930s and blames Chads and women for your lack of sexual conquests and just says a lot of toxic things like women can't be raped and all that jazz. You read those things on the internet and you wonder, are these people like that in real life? Do they just say this shit on the internet? Well, let me tell you, I met a real life motherfucking incel that is your typical our incels poster. I don't even know if I knew what an incel was at the time of this, but I'll just get to it. Okay, so I was at a conservation land when this happened to me, and I had just gone for a run, and I was getting back at the end of it when I see this young man just kind of like wandering around. And it was maybe like 2 in the afternoon. There's people around. It's not just the middle of the woods. There's like a visitor center and like a road. I don't know. I wasn't concerned for my safety in any way. Anyways, this young man approaches me and he's asking if I know where this entrance is, and I say to him, I think it's like 3 miles through the woods that way. And he's like, yeah, I've been here for about 3 hours. I'm totally lost. My phone is dead. And I'm like, you want to use my phone to call somebody to give you a ride? And he says to me, can I just use the Google Maps function on it? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So I let him use it, and as he's using it, like trying to figure out where the fuck he is, we talk a little bit, and he's a very nice fella. I don't get any weird vibes from him. He seems somewhat awkward, but nice nonetheless. We're just talking and chatting, and there's other people around, no real danger. And so he figures out where it is, and it's just a little ways up the road, because you can like drive there instead of hiking all the way through. And I think he asked if I would give him a ride, and I'm like, you know, don't let strangers in your car, but whatever. I did. I had mace on me, and I texted my boyfriend at the time letting him know I was going to give someone a ride, and then I'd call him back in like 15 minutes, so I don't know, I felt fine. I gave him a ride, and he did the whole stereotypical, I'm not a serial killer, like, don't worry, and I'm like, okay. This dude was really awkward, I could just tell, but nice person nonetheless. So as I'm driving him back, I find out he's from like Washington or one of the states out there. And when I get to the parking lot, you know, his car is there with the Washington plate, so the story lines up. He's giving me more like awkward conversation. He goes, are you wearing any makeup? I mean, could you help me do my makeup? I mean, you look beautiful. And I'm just like, okay, like, thanks, dude. Like, just kind of awkward, but whatever. And so he asks if I want a walking buddy, like we could go on a walk sometime, because he just moved back to the area, and I'm like, yeah, like, sure, why not? We could go out and go walk sometime. He seemed like a nice fellow. Or he was asking if I wanted to go out to lunch with him sometime, and I'm like, yeah, maybe. So we exchanged numbers, and that was it, and I drove away. Oh, he also told me his name, and it was kind of a strange name. Think like Frankenstein, but not Frankenstein. But I was like, oh, that's cool, like, cool name, dude. And I had given him like a fake name, because, I don't know, it's a stranger. You don't want to give him my social security number right off the bat. You gotta take me out to dinner first, come on. So anyways, later that night, let me find the receipts. Let me bring up the receipts. I think I still have them on my phone, mind you. This was pretty much exactly a year ago. Okay, I found them. Found the receipts. So this happened, this was February 26th. Okay. And so I get a text from him later that evening, like 7 o'clock, and he says, "Hi, this is the guy you spoke with earlier. Thank you for helping me find my car." And I'm like, oh, hey, happy I could help. Glad you made it back okay. Hey, sweetie pie. And he goes, "I'm basically terrified once the sun goes down, like Courage the Cowardly Dog." And then he continues, "Let me know if you want to plan something for Monday, Friday, or Sunday. Those are the 3 days when I'm doing nothing. Saturday evening's cool too. I am a very good driver and have savings to waste. I'm sorry I texted you. I'm basically scared of everything. I'm not a crazy stalker or anything, just a scaredy cat." And then in parentheses, me. Okay, a little bit weird, but like I said, he was awkward in person. So I say to him, "No, don't worry about it. I'm just not the fastest responder." So he had sent those within the span of an hour. I said, "I'm not the fastest responder," and he goes, "Thanks. Yeah, my strategy is to set a time and place to meet again instead of texting outside this coffee shop at 11 a.m. on Wednesday. The weather will be bad though." And I said to him, "We could meet another day if the weather's going to be bad." No response until March 3rd. And he says, "How was your week?" And I go, "It's been pretty good. How about you?" "Interesting. Didn't do what I planned. What do you do? Like I mentioned, I'm basically way too free. 5 to 9 p.m. barber school, Tuesday to Thursday, and 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Saturday. Would you be willing to meet somewhere now, just to talk? Probably. Here's a glimpse of my location." And he sends me like a Google Maps thing of his exact location. So he's pretty much laid out his whole entire schedule for me. And I find out that he is in a town about an hour away from where I am, and I say to him, "You're a bit out of the way for me tonight, maybe another time." And he goes, "Could I come to some bar or eatery near you?" And I say, "Tonight's not really the best night for me. I gotta work on some stuff at home." And he says, "Good luck," and I say, "Thanks." Then he texted me March 7th at 8 o'clock at night, "Want to set up a time and place to meet up." And I didn't respond to that. I don't know, I didn't have my phone or was busy. I would have gotten back to him eventually, but then that morning, so the next day, like March 8th at 6 in the morning, he goes, "I'm at the forest where we met." And mind you, I had found out that he lives like an hour away from there. So that means he got up at like 4:30, 5 a.m., drove all the way out to this forest where it's still dark out. Was he looking to meet me there again? Because we had met at like 2 in the afternoon. So I'm just getting strange vibes from this dude, strange vibes. And I just responded with, "Haha, you're up early." I'm still being nice to the guy, like giving him the benefit of the doubt. Whatever. No response. March 11th. "When are we getting married? Everyone else has disappeared on me. The deadline's close." And I responded with this meme of the baby. And he goes, "Is that your baby? Congrats. Can you still put makeup on me later?" And I go, that was all I said, So now I'm really realizing, okay, this dude is whack. Like, I've been nice to him off the bat. I was trying to find a time to meet up with him and have coffee, but he's just giving me every single waking minute he's free. He's telling me he was at the forest at 6 in the morning when it's pitch black out. He's asking when we are getting married, so I'm like, dude, you're weird. Okay, then that evening, March 11th, have you watched the Police Academy movies? You should come over, and sends me his address. And now oh geez, sucked too many dicks. Now I'm remembering. I had gone, by this time I'm in Florida on spring break with my friend, and so I told my friend about this weird guy that I've met in the forest, and so my friend's like, okay, I want to know what he looks like. So I text back, can you send me a face pic? I forget what you look like. And he says, just Google his name. And we're like, my friend and I, but I want to see what you look like at the moment. And he sends me his photo. And I go, thanks. And he goes, what now? Are you gonna sell me drugs, or are the police gonna come, or what? And so now my friend and I are talking to him. Wait, how old are you? And he goes, how old are you? You can literally handcuff me and take my ID. You are tall. And my friend and I say, answer the question, how old are you? Answer the question, how old are you? And he goes, 26. Are you like 19 or are you like 30? I honestly never know. And then I told him how old I was. And he goes, when I moved to Seattle, I knew a 19-year-old girl and felt that the difference was huge. I was 22. In reality, I should have just showed up at their house more. Maybe it would have worked out. I was scared to do that shit then. Stalking. He was scared to stalk people back then, but now he's not. And I'm just like, what? And he goes, just actively read the statement and ask interrogative yes or no questions. And I'm like, okay, lol. This is where it gets good. This is where it gets motherfucking good. Okay. Text this person and tell them to sleep with me. I think it's a girl. And a random ass phone number. Just out of the fucking blue. Next day, March 12th, 5 p.m. Text this person and tell them to sleep with me. I think it's a girl. And I'm still with my friend. We're like, what the fuck? Jesus Christ, dude. He goes, do it now. And I'm like, you're a fucking psycho. He goes, okay. And I said, text them yourself. 2 hours later. We should probably actually sleep together at some point. Like, it could literally be just sleeping. I need a human body to hug while nodding off. So my friend and I were like, okay, we're gonna be immature as fuck and prank call this dude. And I'm like, we're like, pick up the damn phone. And he goes, just tell me where to get a hotel room and we'll sleep together. Pick up the damn phone. Hello? Hi? So we get him on the phone and we're like fucking with this dude now. I don't know. You can say I'm in the wrong, but like, come on. It's fucking weirdo. Fucking weirdo. So we call him and we find out that he's a 26-year-old virgin. There's nothing wrong with that, by the way. There is something wrong with being a stalker psychopath, but not a virgin. But we find out he's a 26-year-old virgin. He's never kissed a woman. He told us he's held hands with 2 girls. And basically he's just trying to get us to, well, to get me to like sleep with him. But let's go back to that number. To that number he said me. Call this person, tell them to sleep with me. So, my friend and I called that number and a guy picks up. And he's like, hello, who's this? And we explain the situation. We say this motherfucking weirdo sent us this number, told us to call this person and tell them to sleep with him. And this guy goes, oh my goodness, this is my friend, his female friend's phone. And he's like, she met this guy outside of a courthouse. She felt bad for him. gave him her number, and then he started texting her all these weird things. Basically the same thing he was doing to me. So I'm not the first person, probably not the last person. We also find out he's done this to other people too, but I'll get into that in a minute. So he just been harassing this poor girl he met outside of a courthouse, telling her the same things he was telling me. And, you know, we told the guy, like, what he was doing, what he was saying. He's like, yeah, this dude's fucking crazy, blah, blah, blah. That's that. That's what we got from the phone call. Then he texts me, March 14th. Did you learn if this girl wants to see me? I still think we're basically married. And I'm like, what? And he goes, good, don't. And I'm like, what? And then that was it. And then he sends me, call this number and find out what they think of me. And the number he sends me this time was a number that I had from a texting app. So after we had like fucked with him on the phone, the next day we wanted to fuck with him again. I know, we're immature, whatever. And we call this guy, no response. So my friend is like, call him again, like call him again. So I called him from my texting app number, no response. We're like, okay, like, we're done. Like, we fucked with him enough. He was creepy, he was weird. Just gonna stop. So the number, he was like, call this number and find out what they think of me, was my other number that we had called him from. I did not respond to that. That was it. We were done at this point. Or so I thought. So now I'm in Florida. Still in Florida, like having a good time. Not thinking about this creepy weirdo psycho stalker that I happened to come across. But, that's not the end of it. As much as I would like to say that's the end of it, it's not. Okay, let me find it. Let me find part 2, texting app. So, I get back from Florida. I was telling my boyfriend, yeah, at the time, I was telling him about this dude. That, like, what was going down. I told him all about the shit that was going down. So I open up my texting app. And I have some messages. We are pleased to offer you the position of Baby Production Engineer Level 7. In this role, you will be integrally involved in ... But forget that. How's things? I still have the ring. Town hall for the paperwork. It's just one side of the page. So what actually happened with this? I'm going to keep stalking you, if you don't mind. We could have had a Christmas baby. 3 + 9 months equals 12. And then he tries to call this number. He's like, Caitlin. And then he's like, you are Sonia. True or false? If Caitlin, time, place instead. So, there's this poor girl, Sonia, this poor girl, Caitlin, this poor girl, me, probably other girls that he's been harassing and stalking. And then he says, can I come stalk you now? I was gonna drive to where she's from. That was me earlier. Sorry that I didn't look so good. I'll try again. Do you work all Mondays? How about Friday? So he showed up at this girl's work and, like, stalked her. And so I asked earlier when. I'm like, when did you come by? He goes, like 5:40 p.m. Sorry, I was horribly dressed and just came in and left. I think I saw you going into the back. Maybe not. And so I'm like, which type of car do you drive? Because now I want details. Like, I'm gonna go report this motherfucker to the police. He's creepy. Whichever car you'd like me to drive, love of my life, but which one now? And then he tells me the details of his car. March 21st. I don't know if these are in order because sometimes the texting app fucks up, but... And are you the blonde girl I spoke with on President's Day, or her mother, a male co-worker, a police officer, or something? I actually like all those categories of people. I like the person I asked out on President's Day best, though. I don't care if she's changed since then. I still love her. Caitlin, is this you? Is that the person I asked out and sent that card to and everything? I showed up with a ring like a zillion times. I talked to the brown-haired girl who wants to fight, and the 2 brown-haired guys who smile a lot, and to the police department. I really don't know what's going on now. I was happy that you responded to my Caitlin text. Are you her, and is she Caitlin? Crying emoji, crying emoji. Caitlin? Executive something motel? What time? You have to give me orders. When you're ready, I'm changing my life around you, not the other way around. Actually, forget the when you're ready part. Just give me orders. You can literally kill me. Someone else will before you get to me. If you don't, give me some order. You can kill me with it if you want. Just come to rewatch Power Rangers with me. I do nothing. I go to barber school. Sends me his fucking schedule and his fucking address. Then he sends me a WikiHow link, how to jump from a moving car. Wow, I realized my parents were only 2 years older than me when they told me I couldn't watch this show. Now I understand them. It's extremely jealousy. And he is just sending all these fucking weird texts. And then he's like, person claiming to be Caitlyn. Like, who are you? Can I watch you get a haircut? The person I gave your ring to in barber school is getting a haircut. I'd rather watch you. Who are you? Are you Caitlyn? Are you Caitlyn? Are you Caitlyn? Call the police department. I'm gonna show up there and shoot Caitlyn if you don't tell me who you are, or I'll burn down this town since you're... He's gonna burn down the town that my phone number is from. And then he sends me a photo of Mario and Peach. And he's like, this is what I want. And I'm like, okay, dude, you're fucking whack. So I go to the fucking police department. I'm like, I don't want him to show up at this poor girl's work and shoot her. Because he's crazy. And I go to the police department. And I go there with my boyfriend. And I was really fed up that they kept asking him, like, about the situation. And that he's, like, talking for me. I'm like, this is happening to me, not him. And you're listening to him, like, could you not be such a fucking imbecile police officer? And so I explain what's going on. And the police officer says to me something like, you were egging him on. Like, are you fucking... Can you just shut the fuck up? In what world are you not allowed to prank call people? Like, come on, I know, whatever, we're being dumb and immature, but I'm not egging him on and insinuating him to go shoot up this girl. Whatever, victim blaming or whatever that crap is you want to call it. But I said to the police officer, I go, you won't tell him my name, right? And the guy goes, no, we won't tell him your name. We won't tell Crazy Stalker Boy your legal name, which I had to give to the motherfucking stupid ass police officer who can't do his fucking job because let me fucking tell you why this police officer is a fucking piece of shit. He won't tell him my name. Right? So police officer goes, tells this fucking crazy person to stop being a crazy person. And I get a text from crazy person the next day. How dare you do that to me? Fake name / real name. The police officer, fucking complete piece of shit, told some fucking stalker psychopath that's threatening to go shoot up some girl my real legal name. You know, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You can't do your fucking job. You fucking police officer. You fucking police officer. I'm egging him on, I'm egging him on, I'm egging him on. I'm telling him to go shoot up this motherfucking girl. Go shoot up this motherfucking girl. Go shoot this girl. Go burn down his... That's right, you're gonna give him my motherfucking name. Fuck you. 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 Learn how to do your fucking job, you fucking piece of shit. You fucking piece of shit. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself, you fucking... Police officer, don't know how to do your fucking job. Oh no, we won't tell him your legal name. Oh, well then how did he get my fucking legal name? Bitch! How dare you do that to me? You made inappropriate advances. Continue texting me after I blocked you, impersonated Caitlyn, the person I was stood up by the day before I bumped into you, then go to the police. I'm the good guy / adult in this situation. Bitch, what? Bitch, you are the good guy. You did nothing wrong. You did not stalk and harass like 2 other women. Yeah, you're not a stalker. Someone that's gonna go shoot some people. You did nothing wrong. You're not fucking crazy. It's me. The one person that finally called you out on your fucking bullshit. And I go, the police were called because you threatened to shoot someone. That's very adult of you. Very fucking adult of you. This motherfucking crazy ass incel That is a real life, stereotypical incels person. Not just some person out there, just having that sex. Nope. Nope. Crazy person. Crazy person. Fucking crazy. That's my incel encounter. I really don't know if I did a good job telling this story. I did my best. That's that, I guess. Don't talk to strangers. But whatever, like, I was perfectly nice with this guy, you know. Maybe, if you hadn't been such a complete fucking weirdo, you could get laid, you know. Not by me, but by someone. But just telling a stranger, we should probably sleep together at some point. Nope, that's not how it fucking works. That's my real life incel encounter. Why don't I just call it real life crazy stalker person? Well, gotta exploit lonely, sad individuals for views, obviously. If you're like, Literal Cream, when are we gonna get some more bops? Soon, in due time, they come. Who would have thought that a year later, I would have written a song called the Incel Song. Is it 1,000 views? Oh no, 5,000 views. Bitch, do you know who I am? I feel like that was really all over the place, but I did my best. I hope I explained it well and kept you entertained and enthralled in my words. Okay. Bye.